Sixth graders, this is Miss Monaya speaking to you. Today, the aim of our session is to explain reading selection 1, What is a Hero, from our new unit, Heart of a Hero. I'm sure you're so excited to learn about hero stories from around the world. But before listening to the rest of the explanation, listen to the selections audio file read by a native speaker to know how each word is pronounced. So, what is our selection all about? Our selection is called What is a Hero by Natalie Carson. In this selection, there are 5 paragraphs. Each paragraph discusses a main point. First of all, in the first paragraph, the author Natalie Carson introduces Joseph Campbell to us. Joseph Campbell is a professor at a college in New York City. He has taught and studied, as well as researched, hero stories from around the world. He read so many stories from different cultures, from different countries around the globe. And before we discuss his research finding, I would like to draw your attention to a new word that occurred in paragraph 1. Look carefully at line number 3 and line number 4 in paragraph 1. Over the years, he noticed that a lot of myths, a kind of hero story, are very similar. In this sentence, I can use context clues to help me determine the meaning of the new word. What do you think the meaning of the word myth is? Think back about the context clues we have explained and reviewed recently. What kind of context clues does the author use in order to help me find the meaning of the word myths? Look carefully, and I want to direct your attention at the appositive or the words between the 2 hyphens in the sentence. The words are a kind of hero story. What kind of clue is this? This is a definition that the author uses in order to help me find the meaning of the word myths. So here, by using context clues, I can actually determine the meaning of the word, which is through the definition given by the author Natalie Carson. So I can understand that a myth is a kind of a hero story. Now let's move on. Aren't you excited to learn about what did Joseph Campbell find after studying research stories, hero stories from around the world? Of course we are. So in the rest of the paragraphs, uh, in this paragraph, he tells us that Natalie Carson tells us that Joseph Campbell has found that all hero stories, no matter what country they come in or the origin or culture that they are derived from, they are all the same. They all have the basic 5 parts. The parts are the journey, the challenge, and the homecoming, or the return of the hero to his homeland. In the subsequent paragraphs, especially paragraphs 2, 3, and 4, Natalie Carson as well as Joseph Campbell give us more information about every part of a hero's story. Let's look at the first part in order to see or to know what is it all about. Paragraph 2 gives information about the journey, how each hero has to leave his home and go somewhere new or somewhere dangerous. The hero might not like to go on that journey, but he has to for a certain purpose. Moreover, in every part, in every hero story, especially in his journey, there is always a mentor. And mentor, if I want to find out the meaning of this word, I can refer to context clues in the paragraph in order to help me. I want to direct your attention to the word mentor found in paragraph 2. It's found in line 6. Sometimes there is a mentor or a teacher who helps the hero understand this new place. So here I have the author uses the word or, and when I use or, it means that these 2 words are synonyms or words with similar meanings, so I can understand that a mentor is like a teacher who helps the hero throughout his journey and guides him through the difficult times he passes through. Let's move on to the second part of a hero's journey. What do you think the second part is all about? The second part is always the most interesting because in this part, the author tells us about the challenges that the hero has to go through. This is, if you look carefully at the paragraph, you would see that this is done by giving me lots and lots of examples. The author Natalie Carson as well as Joseph Campbell give us more than one example about what kind of challenges the hero might go through. A common example would be of a task that the hero has to go through is fighting a monster or solving a problem or facing a fear that he has. So, and in any challenge, according to Joseph Campbell, the hero has to use his strength, his muscles, his physical ability, as well as his intelligence, his wisdom, and his brains, or his intelligence, as well as his heart or his emotions to succeed in doing the challenge. And as in every hero story, the hero always wins the challenge or succeeds in doing it. As in paragraph 4, the author, Joseph Campbell, as well as Natalie Carson, they discuss the third and final part of every hero's journey. And in this part, it is interesting to learn how has the hero changed or how has he returned victorious to his homeland. In every hero story, the hero returns home as a different person who has changed. Why is that? Because every time you go through a certain experience, you are changed on the inside. You become a better person because of the experiences you've gone through. The hero may return as a rich man ready to share his wealth or his money with his friends and family, or he may return as a wise man after having gone through difficult experiences, and now he is ready to use this wisdom for the good of his own country or hometown. As for the last part of the paragraph, it is somewhat the most interesting because the Campbell, the researcher, draws interesting comparisons in this particular paragraph. He believes we're talking about Campbell here. He believes that a hero's journey is similar to every person's life. He says that every person, like the hero, goes through difficult times or challenges, and like the hero, they also have to use their intelligence, their strength, and their heart and their emotions in order to overcome these difficult times or challenges. In this paragraph as well, we come across figures of speech, especially metaphors. What is a metaphor? A metaphor is a figure of speech or a way of using words where one thing is compared to the other without actually saying how they are similar. Look at the sentence. He says that by going down the darkness, we find the treasures of life. Here, are we talking about actual darkness? No, we're not. Are we talking about actual treasure made out of gold? No, we're not. So, what does he mean by that? Here, he's comparing the darkness to the difficult times we go through. And once we go through the difficult times and learn from this experience, we find the treasure. The treasure here is the knowledge or wisdom that we acquire after hard times. Another metaphor would be that the cave we are afraid to enter has the treasure we are looking for. Are we talking about an actual cave? No. Here he's using the term cave because he's referring to the difficult times which are often dark like a cave. So he's using part of the similarity in or between cave and difficult times to refer to it. And the gold are we actually talking about real gold here? No, we're not. We're talking about the gold. The gold is the experience or the new knowledge that the people acquire once they go through difficult times and learn how to overcome them. I would like you to reread the text one more time on your own before you check your understanding of the selection to do the activities, main ideas, and details in North Star, page 137 on the comprehension copybook. Thank you.